Ciao. Grand rising, everybody. How you guys doing? My Nigerian Ogana, my Nigerian in-laws, my Nigerian in-laws, they have praised you people. Please don't shame me. Send me stars. Send me stars. Let me celebrate for real. I was celebrating being enabled to receive stars, but none of you have sent me even one. My Nigerian Ogas now. Where are the rich Nigerian boys? Do something. Send me stars. Okay, guys. I don't know where to start, but I just want to start by saying that my life has been up, down, like that. But I just want to share one thing that really helped me get out of depression. I've been in depression. Oops. Sorry. Wait, let me find something to hold my phone. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. My phone is falling off. Send me stars so I can get money to buy the stand. Now, this is what we have to use for the time being. This will be my stand for the time being. God. You see, people, you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect before you pursue your dreams. Now, I'm here using water bottle to hold my phone. Please, my Nigerian in-laws, I need a stand for my phone. Don't let me down now. Send me stars. All right. Ciao. Oh my goodness. This is just terrible. Charles, Grand Rising, how are you? This is my eyes. I can't even see it. Like, let me even stop trying. All right. So, guys. When I was at a point in my life that I'd lost my job, I was in depression, and then I was in a very abusive relationship. By then I already had my son. So when I had my son, the baby daddy moved on for that was in university. So then later I got married. It was not really a marriage because there was no wedding, there was no dowry payment. It was like, come we stay, but it was abusive, like physical abuse, financially, and there was alcoholism. So I got so depressed, I quit my job. And when I quit my job, all hell broke loose. Once again, I lost friends. I lost everything. So I didn't know where to go because that time I was in church. But when I go to church to ask for the pastor to help, he'll tell me that God hates divorce. So I would stay there. My goodness. It was it was hell. So I didn't know where to go. I'm already a single mom. I already have my second born son now. So I was even scared, like, because some of you are married, you despise some of us who are not married, especially the church. Oh my God. There's no room or space for single parents. So anyway, I just went on Google. That's why I tell you, make this internet, with this era of internet, don't suffer. Use internet to help yourself. So I went to Google on how to get out of depression. But me, I've already shared with you yesterday, those who watched that. Me, I've always had this dream when I was a young girl that I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be a singer. I just want to be, like on public speaking, like, yeah, because I feel inside me that I have this fire that is burning inside of me. So yeah, um, um, so I did not know where to go. So I went to Google. I type how to get out of depression, and then I have this. I got this several suggestions, of course. And then for me, I always like to look at who is doing what I desire to do, like the topmost people. So I went on Google. I typed the greatest motivational speakers in the world. Then, of course, when I was growing up, I used to watch Oprah Winfrey on KBC TV, and she was one of my greatest role models. So I read Oprah Winfrey's story. I read Les Brown's story. I read Hal Elrod. So there are many people that I read who are great motivational speakers, but most of them were based in the US. So I said to myself, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I want to go to America and I want to meet these people. So words have power. Whatever words you speak, you have to be very careful. One thing that I want you, my friends, to know is that we've grown up thinking that we are just bodies. Things that these vessels. A body is just a vessel of a human being, but we are more than just bodies. We have three major components. We have mind, we have soul, and then we have body. And for you to be a complete human being, you have to recognize and attend to these three components. If you only attend to your body, then there is imbalance in your system as a human being. So you have to know that you have a soul, you have a mind, and you have a body. And the reason as to why Christianity has really succeeded in putting fear in people is because they do not let people know that they have these three components. But one fact about life and death is that the soul, it never dies. Human beings, we are energy. Words that we use are energy. So the soul, okay, the Indian people, they believe that after someone dies, they reincarnate. And depending on whether you are good or bad, like that, that is the same thing that our ancestors believed in. That is why in the African communities, when a baby was born, sorry, not a young baby, but babies are always young anyway. When a baby was born, they had this naming ceremony. And the naming ceremony was never like you just guess a name and give to a child. They used to go, maybe they sing some song, maybe they do some ritual, something like that, and then the ancestors would be the one to answer, especially like the Kalenjin people. I know their own. They would go under a tree, they sing. Then when that child responds to a particular song, then they will know that this is this particular ancestor who has returned through this child. And so that child will be given that particular name. So there was a connection between life and death, and we never die. When someone is buried, it's like being planted. They'll go and then they'll come back to earth in another form. But that is too much for you guys. You may not be able to handle that for now. But so yeah, so we have body, mind, and soul. So your soul never dies. So please don't be afraid of death. Death is just a transition to another dimension, either in this earth or in another planet somewhere else. All right. So that is it about the soul. Then we have the mind. The mind, we have a subconscious mind and a conscious mind. The conscious mind is like now this one. I'm with you now, I'm talking to you, I'm conscious. But there's the subconscious mind that is like deep in it's more of the spiritual part of being a human being. So whatever you say, it goes, whether it is now happening or it's going to happen later, it goes to your subconscious mind. For example, if you say, I'm stressed, then your mind will have to start, the subconscious mind will have to create situations to make you stressed. That is the job of the conscious mind. So the reason as to why Africa has been in darkness for the longest time possible is because when the white people came, they studied us and they saw how we were living, and they knew that when they attack our mind, then we can never get ourselves back, because they wanted the things that we have. They wanted the gold, the silver, they wanted the fertile farms. Their lands are different. They're not like Africa. Africa is the most perfect, like, place I've seen where food grows, like especially where I come from. Food grows in the farm 24/7, January to December. So they wanted that. And for them to be able to get that, they had to give us the fear of death. The fear of death. And then they told us that, you know what, you've been redeemed by someone, so just forget about your farms. Later you're going to get other farms somewhere in the sky, things like that. So we were able to release our belongings to them in exchange for their religion, forgetting that we already knew our God. My people called our God Engoro. But when the white man came, they changed the name of our God to Nyasai. So imagine we've been praying to a God who's a foreign God. And the Bible talks of these people who have quit their own gods and they're worshiping foreign gods. But it never clicks to us that we are the people, we are the real Israelites, because our mind is already corrupted. And so because they have been using these media to show, they show, when you open online sites, when you open TV, they show African children, flies in their mouth, you know, all these poverty-stricken shit like that. So whenever they show such pictures to the rest of the world, then our mind starts to tell us that Africa is poor, Africa is dilapidated, Africa is this and that. And because of the subconscious mind of 1 billion people, imagine we are 7 billion people, and all of us, we are being shown those pictures. So we start creating that, and it becomes a manifestation in reality. Then Africa ends up being poor. So that's why I want you people to help me by starting to confess blessing on Africa. Start to confess love on Africa. Start to confess prosperity on Africa. Start to confess a paradise on Africa, because these people, whenever they're in their areas, they will be working and everything. But whenever they want to rest, whenever they want to have that sabbatical and paradisical arrest in paradise, where do they go? They go to Africa. So, but because them, they know the truth, as we don't know, because our minds have already been corrupted. So I want us to work on our minds so that we can remove that spell that was cast on Africa. All right. So once you confess something, maybe you don't have money for rent, you are not supposed to focus on like you don't have, because the more you focus on you don't have, your mind, your subconscious mind, creates the opportunities of you not having. It is a very tricky art that the white people have mastered, but we have not. So I don't know. You have to really work on it. But I'm going to share with you some of the basic things that I learned from this white man called Hal Elrod that are going to help you to reverse that kind of thinking of not having, not like that. So send me stars, my Nigerian orgas. You have to send me stars. I'm about to give you the secret of your life that you can share with your children, your children's children, and your life will never be. Let me see. I don't have stars yet. Anyway, I know you will send soon. I did not come to social media to be famous. I was just busy doing my own things, busy sharing my own stuff. Then Facebook just told me that, oh, you've become a public figure. Now you can get stars. Now you can do this. So whether you send me stars or not, it's my pleasure to share with you. And it's my dream and desire to see Africa rising. And I cannot do it by myself. I need your mind. I need your positivity. I need your energy, you know, for us to be able to conquer, you know, for us to be able to realize our place in the world. So whether you send the stars or not, I still love you and I will still share with you, okay? So we have that conscious mind and subconscious mind. I hope that is clear. In case it's not clear, write your questions there once I'm done with the live, because my eyes, I cannot really read your comments right now. I need to get new glasses. So I will answer you when I'm done. That is mind. And then we have the body, yeah? So soul, mind, and body, okay? That is the basic thing that you have to always remember. Whenever you wake up in the morning, whenever you're going to bed to sleep, always remind yourself that I'm not just a body, but I'm a soul, a body, and a mind. And always remind yourself that you are energy. And as we read in physics, energy never dies. and remind yourself that you will never die. Even if you died, you will be transitioning to another form. And that's a secret that we don't really know after. But when you become aware and conscious more, you will be able to know. So because you are not at that level yet, I don't want to say what happens after death, but with the time, you people, you will know. Do your own research, okay? So one of the things that the white men did when they came to Africa, they made sure that they demonized our hair. You know, for them to be able to create slaves, they have to make us to cut our hair. If you study our history in ancient times, our people used to keep long hair, both male and female. But when you look at the world right now, all the other races, they keep long hair. It's only us black people who cut our hair. And even if we keep long hair, we buy wigs and weaves and these plastic hairs, and we cover our head with it. Now, this hair is like a radio antenna. It's like a radio antenna. And as human beings, I told you, we have three components: body, soul, and mind. Our soul connects to this hair. And we are spiritual beings. Human beings are not just physical like that. We are spiritual beings. That's why you can feel my energy. Even if you're watching me from Africa, you're watching me from America, you're watching me from... You can feel my energy because you are spirit, I'm a spirit. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So for us to be able to get messages from the spiritual world, for us to be able to be strong spiritually, we need this antenna. And the reason we have been in bondage for the longest time possible is because we cut off our antennas. So even if the ancestors try to come and reach to us, we will not be able to listen to them. We will not, because our antenna, you know, it's like having a radio, but the antenna is off. The radio will be working, but it will not be okay. It will not be functioning well. That's what happened to us. And the reason I love and respect Nigerians is because they have woken up to this. In other African communities, you cannot really keep long hair. They will be telling you how actually, there's a case in Kenya where 4 young men were burnt because of they had locks. They had their locks, yeah? So, it has been given a negative connotation. Actually, also, you cannot get a decent job, an office job in most African countries. You cannot get if you have this kind of hair. So this kind of hair was demonized. But if you read your history, you find that our freedom fighters, they used to keep this type of hair. Yeah. So I will leave that at that. Then I will do another video to explain more about hair. Okay. So this is the thing that I learned. I have written a few notes there. I'm going to take a photo of it, and then I will share in the comments. So it's called Miracle Morning. So I went online. I searched how to get out of depression, and then of course I read so many other stories, but this one stood out. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, because it gives you a step-by-step on how you can start from wherever you are. So he has 6 concepts, and he has abbreviated them as lifesavers. So we have S-A-V-E-R and S. So savers, like save, you know. So the first S stands for silence, prayer, and meditation. The second, okay, not the first S. Okay, the word is savers, like save, S-A-V-E-R-S, right? So S stands for silence, prayer, and meditation. I don't have to explain much, but whoever higher power that you give your allegiance to, that is the one you're supposed to pray to. Whether you're a Christian, you pray to God; Muslim, you pray to Allah. Me, who is an African, some of you pray to. Some of you pray to Ramasedi. So those different, I know Kikuyus, they pray to Ngai. The Maasai, they pray to Enkai. Yeah, those names of our gods from the ancestors, yeah? So you pray. And then meditation. Meditation, you can go to YouTube, depending on what you're feeling. If you're sick, if you're stressed, whatever you want, just go and type meditation on YouTube. Type meditation for healing, or meditation for peace, or meditation for whatever it is that whatever you're feeling, So you type that and then you follow that meditation. And then prayer, of course, you know what to do. Silence. This is our mind. I told you, the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is always giving you things to think about. The conscious mind is always active. Like whenever you're just walking on the road, there's always something running in your head. And the only way and always that voice is usually a negative voice. It's never telling you anything good. So the only way to be able to silence that voice and put it in a way that it can direct you to a positive life is by every morning when you wake up, just breathe. Like, remember the exercise we used to do in primary school? Breathe in, breathe out. Then you breathe. So you listen to that breath. And as you listen to that breath, you acknowledge the fact that there is a higher power, Engoro Olodumare, God, who has given you the power to live. So you connect with them. Don't allow any thought to come to you. Whenever a thought comes to you, you just breathe and listen to that air as it comes out, as it goes in. Make sure your attention goes to the breath, because that is the breath of life. Acknowledge the fact that the moment you lose that precious breath of life, then it will be the end for the body to exist, but the soul will continue to live. The mind will also cease to exist, but your soul will never cease to exist. So you acknowledge such, and then you can do maybe 20 breaths or 50, depending on whether you have time or not. Okay, so that is that for S. And then we have affirmation. Let me tell you guys, I used to be chubby when I grew up. I'm telling the truth. I never used to know that I'm cute, But until I started doing this affirmation a few years ago, it's when I could look at myself and I'm like, yeah, girl, you're looking okay. I never used to know I was okay before. So whatever it is that is bothering you, whatever it is that you're missing in your life, if you want to tell yourself, I am beautiful. If you don't have money, you start telling yourself, I am rich. You say statements that are positive reinforcements to yourself, and the way you say them, you don't say I will be rich. No, you say now, because we are trying to train the subconscious mind to be able to work towards giving us that which we are confessing. Remember, the Holy Scriptures say that there is what you confess, you possess. So if you're confessing that I am rich, then the subconscious mind will start to create opportunities, because it's a spiritual thing, and also start to connect you with people who are going to bring that you are calling for. So I am rich, I am educated. If you want to go to school, you don't have school fees, just say I'm educated. If you want to go to America, because I know you all of you want to go to America, then just say I am in America. Yeah, as simple as that. And then magic starts to happen. Me, that's what I did. And then all of the world, he noticed me from Facebook, and he's the one who paid to go to America. So it's possible. Don't think I'm saying things I don't know. It is tried and tested. There's even a movie that I acted and other people acted also on the same. So it's a proven thing. Yeah. All right. And then V is for visualization. So after you say, I'm in America, then start visualizing yourself. You can there are two ways of visualizing. You can either use your subconscious mind, or you can use a vision board. A vision board, you take photos or the words or pictures of the things that you want to have or to happen in your life, and then you post them. Maybe you are a man, you want to get married by next year, and maybe you want to have like 3-4 children. Then in your vision board, you're going to have this beautiful woman that you want to marry, how she's gonna look like. Or if you don't have a photo that can represent her, write the qualities down on your vision board. She's tall, she's short, she's like this, she has locks. Yeah. Then you write that down. Yeah. If you're a woman, you want this to get married, write down, this is the qualities of the man that I am married to. Don't write I will be married to. You have to have faith, you know, and you have to use present tense for the magic to happen, for the subconscious mind to work really well for you. So you say, I am married to this and this guy, and he's this and this and that and that, and he's in this country and that country, you know. Yeah, so then with the time you'll find yourself traveling there, or you find him traveling, and whatever, magic just happens, because I told you guys, you are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, alrighty. So that's visualization on a vision board. Or you can create those images of your children in your mind, the images of your husband in your mind, the image of the job that you want to have. And for now, I'm trying to discourage Black people into being just workers, employees. Start something, you know, own something. We don't have to always be slaves of this world. It has become too much. We've worked too much for this world. Now let's be the ones who are owning things. Let's support one another. If someone has a brand, let's support that brand. We've bought enough Gucci and Versace. We have supported them. Now it's time to support ourselves. You know, we've been privileged to go to school. Our ancestors were not able to go. Now we can create things for ourselves. You know, we can brand t-shirts, we can do things. So let's do things for ourselves. Let's try to own. Even when you find yourself abroad, don't always go looking for jobs, doing this. Look for business opportunities. What can I do? You know, after you create companies, employ, open branches in different countries in Africa. Employ different African youth. Let's use that approach. Let us not always be the slaves of this world. You know, enough is enough. We've labored 400 years. Our ancestors labored for free. We labor for cheap. I mean, it's just too much. Let's just be owners. That's what I encourage us. Okay, but we have to start somewhere. Give yourself a target, like 2 years, I'll be working. I try and save. Then after this is what I want to do. I'll start a company, and then like that. Let's think progress, because it's possible. Nothing is impossible, you know. Alrighty, that is it for visualization. And then exercise. You don't have to go to the gym. Me, I've never been to the gym because I'm an economist. I studied economics. I don't want to give money for free. Unless it's my own gym that I own, then I can go there. But going to give money for free in the gym, no. I usually take nature walks. I usually do sit-ups in my comfort of my room or something like that. And then maybe I have these fat arms over here, so I just do this. And then just simple things. Maybe you can go swimming, things like that. But if you have money and you want to go to the gym, by all means, go to the gym and exercise. And then reading, you know. The books that we've been reading, they have not been empowering us. But I want us to start reading our history, the history of the Black nation. I have this book that after I left America and I really wanted to know about my people, I met these elders from my community who've written this book. It talks about Omoguse, our ways. This one here is the plate that we used to serve our food from. Very natural, very organic. This one here is, you know, like the wedding ring. This is what the married women in my community, they would put so that you know that she's married. This is, our land is very, very fertile, and 24 hours, 24/7, and the whole year we have a lot of bananas in my community. Then this is avocado. This is the greatest string instrument, the biggest string instrument, and it's done by people from my community, and it plays very, very beautiful music. Yeah, so I learned about where we came from. The white man told us that we came from Congo forest, but this book from our elders, it tells us the truth about where we came from. We came from Egypt, and you guys, you know the thing about Egypt that they say that there are pyramids there that were built by aliens and stuff like that. So if you follow the truth, you find that our history is hidden in the fact that we were great people who built the pyramids and stuff like that. Yeah, so I don't want to go into details. That will be a story for another day. Yeah, so that will be it. History. There's a very nice book called The Miseducation of the Negro. If you can get your hands on that book, you can read it. And again, I want to recommend this book by my mentor. It's called Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Hal Elrod. I will type the name down in the comments when I'm done. So you go to Amazon, order that book, and please do the Miracle Morning. Do the Miracle Morning. Your life will never be the same again. Okay? And then, what else? Scribbling. Scribbling meaning writing. Every day, write 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that you're proud of, 3 things you're committed to do that particular day to make it the best day of your life. Let me repeat again. 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things you're proud of, 3 things you're committed to do that day to make it the best day of your life. Yeah? The attitude of gratitude determines your altitude. That means that the more you're grateful, the more nature, the more the spirit world, the more the universe, the more the Most High give you things to be grateful for. It's like having a child who's always asking you for things every single day. As a parent, you'll be like, I already gave you this yesterday. You've not even said thank you. You're here, you're asking me for another thing. It's the same thing. So you have to be grateful for whatever you already have. That way, everybody will be happy with you and they will give you more and more to be grateful for. So every day, you write it down, and please make a book and a pen your friend always, all the time, whether you're a student or not. These things that I'm saying, make sure you write them down, because there's a lot of power in writing. Whenever you write, it's more powerful than just thinking or something like that. Make sure you write it down. And then, yeah, 3 things you're ready to do that day to make it the best day of your life. Maybe you'll say that today I'm not going to entertain any negative thoughts. You'll say that maybe today I'm going to, whether it rains, whether there's sunshine, I'm going to be happy. I choose to be happy. Today I choose to, you can play around with whatever is going on in your life. Okay? Or maybe there's this person you've never spoken with the whole of your life, and you feel like there's a heavy burden in you want to make peace with that person. You can say, today I'm going to call this and that person and I'm going to make peace with them, something like that. Okay? Or maybe there's this idea, a business idea you wanted to start for the longest time possible. Maybe there's an office you need to go so you can see this person who's going to help you in that business, but you've been postponing, you've not done it. So today I'm going to go and meet that person, or maybe today I'll call so that I will know which day they will be available. Such things is what you're going to do. Okay? And then what else? Yeah, so the Miracle Morning book is on Amazon. I'm not being paid to advertise this book, but I know it's a life-changing book, and me, I like sharing good things. Like, I like helping other people, so that's why I'm sharing, but I don't have any intention behind it, or I'm not promoting or marketing anything, but I'm just sharing so that in case you get hold of the book, I know that it's going to help you, and eventually you can pass it down to your children. There are different versions of the book. You can buy for parenting, you can buy for family, you can buy for real estate, you can buy for different things. So once you Google the Miracle Morning Amazon, then it will give you the different varieties of which book you can buy for yourself, depending on which stage you are in your life. Okay? But there's one general book for, like, yeah, the Miracle Morning. All right, and then YouTube, we did a movie based on the Miracle Morning, true life story of several people, and your girl was the only black girl from Africa acting in that movie. Although that movie was a private kind of thing, it was not for public, because this is a secret I'm trying to share with you. It's not supposed to be like going all over the place, but the movie is on YouTube. Just type Miracle Morning movie or Miracle Morning documentary by Hal Elrod. You will see it there. So guys, that is it. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I will gladly answer you. And I know my Nigerian ogas, my in-laws, you're getting ready to start showering me with stars soon. I'm very much patient. So thank you very much for listening, and thank you for watching, and thank you for getting me to this level, at least where I can ask for, even if it take 1 year. You see, this the previous accounts that I had it for like over 10 years. My YouTube account, I still have 1,000 subscribers, 1,300. And I've had that account for 5 years. So I'm patient. It doesn't have to happen today, but I know that when the right time comes, the Most High will make it, will make the stars to rain here on this my page. Okay, all right guys, so thank you very much. Be blessed, have a good day, have a beautiful day, and please never complain about rain, because we need rain to avoid being in the desert. We need balance. We grew up always complaining about rain, but I grew up but later, after I did all these things, I came to learn to appreciate the rain. So today the major thing is for us to encourage ourselves and to know that Mother Africa will rise. And guys, as you do your visualizations too, please help me visualize a united Africa. There is no reason as to why we can be so excited about United America. We can be so excited about United Kingdom. We can be so excited about United Arab Emirates. We want to go there and slave for them. Yet Africa is divided in small economies. Imagine what's happened if us too we can unite, you know? So please, as you do your visualizations, help me visualize a united Africa, because we just need to be one. We need to have one currency, one form of education. We need to have one president. I know most of you will think it's hard, but me, let me tell you, my faith is strong that nobody can ever shake it. I have faith, and I know that it's going to happen one day. Whether you join me in the faith or not, it's going to happen that we have one president in Africa, one currency, and we have free access to the borders. It's only in Africa whereby we are limited by other people who are not even Africans. The white men came and introduced the passport and the visa, and now we cannot even freely go from one country there. But in their own countries, they can go from one state to the other. I don't see why that should make sense. Like, let there be open borders for us to be able to trade with each other, to marry each other, to do things together as family, because we are one black nation, one black family. And yeah, that is it. So ciao.